A different story in another Mindanao city that the Maute group targeted a year ago. I went to the site of a deadly terror attack in Davao, where residents are more vigilant than ever against the threat of militant groups.
A festive buzz fills the smoky air of the popular Rojas night market in Davao City. It's a far cry from a year ago when a blast from an improvised explosive device struck at the heart of a city that prides itself in being among the safest in the world under the eye of longtime mayor turned president Rodrigo Duterte.
September 2 marks the one-year anniversary of the Rojas night market bombing here in Davao City. As you'll recall, that killed 15 people and injured at least 70 others here in this very popular night market in the center of the city. It's been a year now. As you can see, the security is still tight. We have the army here, the police here. There's a bomb squad that was doing some security checks as well. But that hasn't affected the mood. The mood here is festive. People are still enjoying good barbecue, good street food, massages. That life really has moved on. But there is a memorial, of course, to the 15 people who died in that tragic blast. And, you know, you'll remember that was credited to the Maute terrorists. And there was criticism that this bombing was not taken seriously enough, and it led to the Marawi siege that is happening right now, about 4.5 hours northwest of here. The fighting still goes on in Marawi between terrorists, militants, extremism, and the government. And the government said that it's going to be ending soon, but that is still a major concern for people here. Mindanao, of course, is still under martial law until the end of the year, with the government saying that that is needed really to contain the threat of ISIS and extremism throughout the country.
As the Marawi conflict rages on after more than 3 months, President Duterte is working to keep up the morale of troops with frequent visits and speeches promising them support and financial assistance.
The nation and our people are eternally grateful for your efforts, of the efforts of the troops in field or in office, in combating communist insurgency, and in actively supporting the campaign against illegal drugs. I promise you that before I leave office, you'll have a trust fund of 50 billion. Yung 50 billion na yan, para lang sa eskwelahan.
The Maute group sent a clear message to the president only 2 months into office that his own home was vulnerable to terrorism. But the impact was short-lived. The market was reopened with more security and residents returned. Don Oliver Albiera was on lockdown for more than 8 hours at nearby Ateneo University when the blast occurred.
I think that the citizens in Davao City are resilient and they were able to move on quickly with what happened, especially that the local government unit of Davao City ought to have that mindset that we cannot disrupt our normal lives with just one event that happened here in Davao City. May it be serious. It's really hard for us to have to let go of that emotion of insecurity or feeling of insecurity, but at the same time, we always have that part of us that we need to be strong. We don't need to dwell on what is happening right now and just continue with our lives.
It's a message Davaoeños are sending to extremists a year on, that acts of terrorism will not keep them from living their lives.